Hi, friends. Welcome back. Today I'm sharing something very close to my heart: the practical habits, real stories, and simple strategies that helped us raise 9 children into confident, capable, compassionate adults. Lesson 10: help them become articulate speakers. We all speak every day, so why not help them become articulate speakers? Strong communication skills opens doors everywhere, so encourage your kids to speak clearly, make eye contact, and express their thoughts. Practice through dinner conversations, storytelling, short presentations, or co-op reports. My oldest won a statewide speech contest at age 16 and earned a college scholarship, all because she had years of practice. When you start them speaking in public young, they do not grow up with a fear of speaking in public. If you want to take this further, look into NCFCA or STOA USA. Those are both incredible Christian speech and debate leagues. This skill will serve them well for life. Lesson 11: build a strong work ethic. A strong work ethic grows consistency and accountability. If a task wasn't done well, we had our kids redo it until it was. A friend of mine used the 10 times rule. If her kids forgot to hang up a towel, they hung it up 10 times. If they swept but left some dirt, they swept 10 times. It didn't take long for them to learn that doing it right the first time was easier. Praise their effort, their perseverance, and their integrity, not just the results. Hard work builds confidence. Lesson 11: ministry and community service. Our kids grew up serving others, and it shaped who they are today. One son handed out blankets during a cold Florida winter this year. Another stocks a food pantry. One daughter takes her kids to visit seniors weekly. Another helped 3 women out of homelessness. My youngest daughter started a nonprofit supporting a school in Uganda that she also helped start. When I considered leaving my full-time job, they all said, "Don't worry about the finances. We got your back." Serving others builds empathy, generosity, and character. Start early, keep it simple. It matters. Lesson 13: just say yes. I encourage parents to say yes to their kids' ideas, even the wild ones, as long as they are moral and legal. One of my sons bought and sold cars, scooters, and trailers long before he could even drive. Those early yeses built confidence, creativity, and work ethic. So support their ideas, even if they flop. The lessons are worth it. Lesson 14: it doesn't hurt to ask. Money was tight when we were raising 9 kids, so I often had to ask for alternatives. I had to barter, negotiate, or simply ask if there was another way I could work something out. My kids watched this, and they learned that it never hurts to ask. One son asked a convenience store clerk if it mattered what size his icy refill cup was, and the clerk said no, so he filled a clean 5-gallon bucket. He didn't just learn to ask, he learned to ask big. The clerk laughed and said that was funny, but you won't be doing that again. Lesson 15: discover unique opportunities. Homeschoolers have incredible freedom, so use it. My kids attended conferences, debates, teen pact, camps, mission trips, Civil Air Patrol, teen court, legislative sessions, Worldview Academy, Summit, and more. They babysat, campaigned, learned construction, helped neighbors, cleaned houses, and found treasures along the way. These experiences shaped their confidence and their skills. It also helped them figure out what they wanted to do for the rest of their lives. So look around for opportunities. They're everywhere. And say yes. Lesson 16: non-negotiable parental mandates. Homeschooling gives you flexibility, but some things need to be non-negotiable. For us, no steady jobs that limited flexibility were allowed. Summit or Worldview Academy had to be attended at least once. They went to Teen Pact. They were involved in speech and debate for at least a year. If I could go back, I'd require competition, too. Every family's list will look different, but having non-negotiables helps anchor your values. Lesson 17: Christian character. As Christian parents, one of the most important parts of homeschooling isn't just academics, it's shaping Christ-like character. We wanted our children to think of others more importantly than themselves, and that doesn't come naturally to young kids. So we modeled it. We taught scripture. We talked about kindness, humility, service, and compassion. Children absorb what they see, and none of us wants to raise a brilliant child who's unkind and selfish. We want children who reflect Christ in the way they treat others, and that starts with us. Lesson 18: find joy in the journey. There's nothing harder than living in a home full of stressed or grumpy people, especially when you're together all day. And you know the saying, when mom isn't happy, no one's happy. So you set the tone for your home. Every day is another opportunity to find joy, wonder, and gratitude in the little things. It's a privilege to raise these kiddos. These days won't last forever. When you slow down, breathe, and choose joy, your children will feel it. Your home feels it, and everything shifts. Finally, in summary, When I look back, I realize raising confident, capable, compassionate adults wasn't about doing everything perfectly. It was about saying yes to curiosity, encouraging big ideas, embracing hands on experiences, and giving our kids room to grow. Homeschooling gives you the freedom to shape an education rich in character and opportunity. So lean into it. Say yes often, and trust that the seeds you're planting today will bear fruit for years to come.